Australians are being encouraged to get out and sign up for the thousands of jobs that the government claims will be created by Christmas. Live now to our political reporter, Jonathan Lee. Jonathan, the Prime Minister today, he's talking up the economy again as he returned to his post-lockdown seat blitz.
There is a blitz happening, Ash. Good afternoon to you. The government wants to fight this election on the economy. For that very reason, it needs to continue the economic resurgence, putting money in people's pockets, driving down the cost of welfare. Also, the more people who have jobs, it starts to increase tax revenue. That also then means you start to see things play into inflation. The more people who have employment, you start to see wages going up. So there's a lot which is at stake here, and the government's job is really only halfway to recovery at the moment. The Prime Minister's office has crunched the numbers, and it believes there are some 280,000 jobs which will be available in the lead up to Christmas. Now, predominantly these jobs will be in the lockdown states, or formerly lockdown states. So we're talking New South Wales, Victoria, the ACT, with more than 10,000 jobs here in the nation's capital. If you want to come down, far fewer jobs though in Western Australia, Queensland, South Australia and Tasmania. It's important to note here, Ash, the jobs which are available are still far fewer than the jobs which have been lost. It's estimated 330,000 jobs were lost between August and October. There is also good news in all of this. Not only are there positions available for those who want more work, we're starting to see wages, salaries creep up. 2.2% so far this year. The construction sector doing well. Perhaps the best is the scientific and technical sector, up 3.4%. That's something the government has been pressured on for a long time, and it's something people will be happy to see. Everyone wants money in their back pockets. Here's the Prime Minister this morning. He was at the Tui's Brewery in Western Sydney talking about how many positions are available.
There are thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs which employers around the country are now looking to fill as the recovery takes hold. I want to encourage Australians who are yet to get back into that workforce. Those jobs are there. The employers are looking for you. So please get out there and sign up, and let's get back into this economy.
Ash, the opposition, though, sees deep problems. They want to see an end to the casualisation of the workforce and real structural reform.
This is a government that don't have a plan for secure work, don't have a plan to lift real wages. Labor does have a plan for secure work. We will put secure work into the Fair Work Act as an objective of the Act. We'll properly define casualisation. We'll address same job, same pay.
And Jonathan, we could all be feeling a bit sorry for the poor old residents of Western Sydney. They're just starting to get what is going to be an influx of politicians heading around the marginal seats over the next few months.
Ash, they better get used to it. There certainly is a lot of politicians coming over the next 4 or 5 months. The opposition today was also out in Western Sydney in the seat of Greenway. Anthony Albanese, Tanya, Plibersek, Michelle Rowland, they were all talking about education and the NBN. In many regards, this election is going to be a bit of a back to the future while the Prime Minister starts to talk about John Howard and who can you trust. The opposition is talking about NBN and fibre to the house. They want to see more houses have access to high-speed internet. And Tanya Plibersek was regaling the media with a story about a young girl in her electorate which was struggling to get decent internet to complete the educational tasks that were given to her during the lockdown.
During lockdown, I had people in my own electorate, a little girl who took herself off to sit outside the closed public library because that was the only place she could get free Wi-Fi. It was the only way she could complete the work that was set for her. She got moved along by the police because she didn't have the right to be sitting out there using the free Wi-Fi during lockdown.
So if you're sitting at home and you're saying to yourself, what is this electorate they're at today? Well, the opposition was out in Greenway. That's around Seven Hills, west of Sydney. It's a seat held currently by Michelle Rowland, the shadow communications minister. She was actually the school captain at the school Labor was at today. She holds the seat by just 2.8%. Before her, it was actually held by the Liberal Party. We look at where the government was today. They were out in the seat of Reid, also in Western Sydney, a little bit closer to the city though, currently held by the coalition with Fiona Martin, 3.2% there. So these are two incredibly close seats, both are very multicultural seats, and those living in the electorates can certainly expect to see the politicians knocking on their doors over the next 4 or 5 months. Ash, hope that helps.
I can look forward to that. Jonathan Lee, thank you.